Hi guys, and welcome to Tailored Talk. I'm going to go over Heartstopper Season 1, Episode 5, Friend. So, Charlie and Tao are with Elle and Isaac, and Charlie and Tao are arguing over Monopoly. Isaac kicks over the board and ends the war before it takes all night. Tao wants to protect Charlie from Nick's dickhead rugby friends. Tao and Elle talk about whether to tell Charlie about Imogen and Nick, but Charlie gets there first. He wants to invite Nick to his party, and again, Tao and Elle say nothing. Nick, on the other hand, wants to back out. You can tell that he's ready, he's gearing up to tell her, but Imogen's older dog has just died, so he can't say anything. Harry picks on Tao and Charlie. And Tao stands up to him like a boss. And Harry asks, "Are you in a bad mood today?" to Tao. And it's like, Harry, you bully them all the time. Why would they be in a good mood when you constantly pick on them? He's such an idiot. Okay, so Charlie tells Tao to calm down, but in his defense, for once, I'm going to defend Tao. I think Tao was 100% in the right. Even though, I've been pissed off by Tao, and Tao is annoying. The one thing that I like about him is that he never lets the bullies get to him. He always gives them shit back, and he always tries to defend his friends. Nick talks over his situation with Olivia Coleman, his mum, who tells him not to go out with Imogen out of pity. She still thinks that he's straight though, and I thought that she was going to ask to see pictures of Imogen and be like, "Imogen's so pretty, you should go out with her," but she didn't say that. So that was a surprise. To my surprise, Nick ditches Imogen and shows up to Charlie's birthday, and I was so shocked because I thought that he wouldn't. I'm still shocked that Tao and Elle haven't told Charlie yet, especially Tao. Like, I honestly thought he would have told him by now, and Tao plays along. He even promises to be good, and they're having a good time, and there's really cute scenes of the gang bowling. After Charlie and Nick flirt, Tao can't take it anymore. When Charlie goes to the bathroom, he follows him and tells Charlie about Imogen. And for me, I do think that part of this is jealousy. Part of this. Tao feels like Nick is like some kind of vortex, like in the Sandman, like he's like Rose, the vortex. And that, like, if Nick and Charlie date, then he's gonna lose Charlie to Nick the Vortex. He's gonna lose him forever. So I do believe with Tao, part of this is jealousy. For some reason, he feels like Charlie can't juggle Nick and their friends in his life, which is really weird because Tao is paranoid, but Isaac and Elle are not paranoid, because they realise that, everybody needs a boyfriend or a girlfriend. So it's really weird that Tao is super jealous, but he's also right at the same time. I keep forgetting that Nick and Charlie, their little flirtationship is secret. So Tao doesn't realise that Nick and Charlie are kind of together. He just thinks it's this unusual friendship. William as Tao is killing it in this confrontation scene. He is so fantastic in this scene. Even though Tao was right about the jealousy bit, Tao was also right about how Nick as a popular kid has it easy, and I was clapping as Tao was speaking. Like, William killed it. He killed it. Charlie stands up for Nick against Tao and gets a special hug for it. Elle wins bowling. Tao scarily warns Nick that he's watching him. At the mechanical claw machines, Nick tells Charlie about the pressure to date Imogen, but vows to set things straight, or not so straight, with her. Nick gives him an adorable birthday present of himself and Charlie and Nellie on the snow day, and they publicly kiss by the machines. So Tao and Elle. Interesting. I love that Alice's illustrations constantly give Elle's feelings away, and Elle's smile lights up the world. Honestly, Elle is so adorable. I'm stunned that Nick actually did what Olivia Colman said. He sits Imogen down and tells her that he's not interested. And I feel bad for her. But what I caught, that instead of Imogen going, "Oh Nick, do you have second thoughts? I really like you. We could go out and I could change your mind." Instead of saying that, Imogen says, "But we hang out together every morning." And I'm just thinking, do you really like Nick, or is Nick just an easy option because he's familiar to you? I don't know. I really thought that Imogen was gonna fight for his attention, that was gonna fight for romantic interest, that was gonna fight for a date, and she didn't. And it's like, do you like Nick as much as you say you do, or do you just feel like you have to do it because everybody expects you to, just like he said? People just expect you to do things, so you just do them. Imogen handles it well, but the reason why I think she handles it well is because I don't think she's really into Nick like that. I thought she was, but I just think it's now just a little crush, and it wasn't that serious. After Dickhead Harry asks the lovebirds what went wrong, Imogen plays it off with confidence, and Nick doesn't challenge her. Harry kind of mockingly tells him off, while Nick looks like he's having a heart attack. Notes. Elle's smile could honestly bring world peace. She's honestly the cutest thing ever when she smiles. William Gow, who plays Tao, absolutely killed it in this episode. He was absolutely amazing. He was the MVP of this episode. He kept it from Charlie as long as he could, although he is annoying at times and he's jealous, and deep down he knows he's jealous. Tao is also a super funny guy. He's super funny, he's wacky, he's zany, he's extremely loyal and protective of his friends. He's quirky in a good way. And he has a really strong sense of self and a lot of integrity that you would want in a friend. Tao/William was the MVP of this episode. And you know what I also love about Tao is that he's one of the few people that constantly calls Harry out. He never allows Harry to victimize him. He always, when Harry picks on him for no reason, he always gives him shit back. And I just like, because it's not like Glee when all the gay kids are getting shit thrown at them, and Kurt's getting thrown in the dumpster and shit. Tao is ready to fight. He does not give a fuck. He doesn't give a fuck that Harry's popular. He doesn't give a fuck that Harry's got connections. He doesn't give a fuck that Harry's rich. He will fight Harry. And that's what I like about him. He does not allow himself to be a victim. He will give the bully shit back. That's what I really like about him. Whoever the casting director that hired William for Tao, give that man or woman a raise, because William absolutely killed it in this episode. I can't praise William enough in this episode. He was fantastic. Nick saying, "I wish I'd met you when I was younger." I was like, dude, aren't you 15, 16? Aren't you already children? Nick, you are a child. What do you mean when I was younger? Honestly, Nick by the machines looked like he'd aged 10 years. 10 years. When he was by the machine and looked at Charlie and was like, I wish I'd met you when I was younger. He looked 26 in that scene, because he just looked so worn down by being in the closet. And I'm just like, aren't you practically a toddler already? Like any younger and you and Charlie would be in nappies. Like, what do you mean? Like, you're both kids. Like, when I was younger, I wish I'd known then what I know now. But like, you're super young. You're super young. He just looks so worn out though. He looks so tired in that scene. I do wonder how Olivia Colman, Nick's mum, will will react when she finds out that he's gay or bisexual or whatever. How will Olivia Colman react to Nick, her masculine rugby star, her hyper-masculine rugby playing son, being bi or gay? Like, how is she going to react to that? And will she accept Nick? I think maybe not. He's got a good group of friends. You know, she really thinks he's into girls. You know, he's got very masculine friends. He puts up a masculine persona. I just don't think Olivia Colman is gonna accept Nick being gay. I don't think she is. Maybe, you know, that's gonna be a thing in the future. Like I said, at the machine, Nick looked like he'd aged 10 years. He just looks really stressed out. Like the Maze Runner, in the Maze Runner, when the maze is closing in on, what's his name? Do I have to Google his name? Thomas and Co. Thomas and Newt and Co. When the mate is closing in on them. And with Nick, ever since he got with Charlie, he just looks really stressed out. It's like the closet is slowly closing in on him and slowly suffocating him. He looks so conflicted. And I don't think that's not Charlie's fault. That's how Nick would feel with whatever boy he was with. It's like being in the closet does stress you out. It's like I don't think that Nick has got one peaceful night's sleep since he realized that he may be something other. Like, being in the closet really does stress you out, and the perception of how people see you, and every day going to bed wondering if his life is going to be ruined, if he's going to be outed, if Charlie's going to turn on him. Like, Nick is just stressed out 24/7. That's what it's like in the closet, folks. Okay, guys, that's the end of the review. If you're still here, thank you for watching. Thanks for listening.